Hi everybody, Father Andy here from Little Flower Church. I want to take a few minutes of your time to offer some reflections on the events in our Catholic Church this past week. The publishing of the list of credibly accused priests from our Archdiocese of Newark and other Catholic dioceses of the state of New Jersey from the years 1940 to the present, as well as to mention our former Archbishop Theodore McCarrick. As people were leaving church on Sunday, I asked them to take a copy of a letter that our present Archbishop, Cardinal Tobin, had written, and you can find that letter from Cardinal Tobin to us on our website. These are difficult times for all in our Catholic faith, but especially for the victims of sexual abuse and their loved ones. We live with anger, sadness, disappointment, hurt over what seems a never-ending journey. The journey of the victims has been a particularly long one and still ongoing, but hopefully, we are now assisting them in receiving justice and healing in their lives for the crimes and sins committed against them. For those of you who read the list of names, you may be shocked to discover a name that you didn't expect to appear on the list. One name in particular, Father Joseph Fagan, a former pastor of our parish, is on the list. I encountered a parishioner who knew Father Fagan. The thought this person had was, "He's dead, can't we leave him in peace?" My response is, we can't. The victims deserve better, and if there are victims who have not come forward for whatever reason, perhaps now they will as they read the list. In addition, the bishops of the state of New Jersey are working in advance of the Attorney General of the state of New Jersey, who is compiling his own list of clergy who have credible accusations of abuse against them. Even if we did not come out with our list, which we needed to do, our state government will. So how do we respond to all that we read in papers and on social media? The good works of our Catholic Church continue both in our parish and throughout the world. The work of keeping children and vulnerable adults safe continues. Our actions and our prayers continue for the victims, their loved ones, and yes, for the abusers, because that is what the gospel calls us to do, no matter how distasteful. We gather as a broken church, but we are also people who believe in resurrection after suffering and brokenness and death. The issue of the cover-up of our sins by people in leadership in our Catholic Church. Let's join our prayers for solutions as bishops from around the world gather this week in Rome to, please God, come up with solutions on this sin and crime of abuse and cover-up. A few additional things that people have questioned me on regarding sexual abuse. Point one, when are we going to stop moving around from parish to parish these clergy who have had allegations made against them? Well, we no longer move priests with allegations from parish to parish. That stopped 20 years ago. For example, hypothetically, if someone were to make an allegation against me, the process is this. Someone from the Archdiocese would contact me and tell me that I have to immediately leave Little Flower. I would have to find a place to live, and like in corporate America, I would be suspended with no pay. There would be no working in ministry until my name was cleared. If I were not cleared, I would potentially be removed from any ministry in the church and, like Theodore McCarrick, removed from the priesthood. Point two, if someone were to contact me with an allegation against someone, I would immediately make 2 phone calls. The first would be to call the police department. The second call would be to the Archdiocese of Newark to inform them. So what do? As the scriptures tell us from this past Sunday, let's trust in the Lord even if we have lost faith in the church and the hierarchy. My answer to people has been this. In my own family, we have our own messes. People don't always get along. There are days I would like to find a different family, but I don't do that. My family is my family. I stick with them in good times and in bad, even when we are hurtful and selfish. We are a family of faith. We gather around our own dinner table, the altar, where the healing Lord gives us himself week after week. As much as I feel like there are times when I've had enough of the Catholic Church, you are my family. We our family. I am not going anywhere. We're in the middle of a huge mess, but there is so much that is good about us. We are all saints and sinners. I know I am. Please join me as we work towards justice for the victims. Please, let's continue to connect with the Lord who is worthy of our trust. As always, if you need to vent or process or scream, please reach out to me, to Father Matthew or Monsignor or one of the pastoral staff. We are here for you. Thanks for listening.